come in, sir?
Yes, come in. Sit.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
sir. Good evening, sir.
अंजलि,
Yes, sir.
आप अपने बारे में कुछ बताइए.
Sir, I have completed my graduation in English Honours from Sikkim Government College in 2018. And in 2019, I got enrolled in English Literature for doing my Masters, which I completed in 2021. And at present, I am studying in JNU. I'm doing my Masters, double Masters in Sociology.
You are studying in JNU.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Anjali, tell me one thing.
Yes, sir.
You have read Karl Marx, right?
Yes, sir.
He was driven out from Germany. Then he went to France. He was driven out from there. Then he went to Belgium. He was again driven out from there. Then again he came back to France, and again he was driven out. Ultimately, he spent his rest of the life in England. Why it happened with Marx?
So, Karl Marx is one personality in history that is not like other thinkers or philosophers. He was having a view that was oriented towards social change. He was having a kind of thinking that we can term it to be radical. It was not fitting the scenario, the established notion of the society. So he himself wanted to bring a social change, welfare of the society. So with his writings were sometimes critical of the government. So that resentment made him leave his place. So it was his historical journey. It remained like that only.
Okay, very good. Tell me something about the conflict between Hegelian theory and
Yes,
the
sir.
Marxism. Conflict between Marx and Hegel.
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall it.
No problem. No problem in that. What is historical materialism?
So, historical materialism is a materialistic conception of history. It was brought by Karl Marx, which says that the history of mankind has progressed in different stages, and it is based on material things. So, it is basically the means of production which acts as the superstructure upon which I'm sorry, sir. It is the means of production which acts as the infrastructure, the economic base upon which other superstructure rests, and in different epochs of society, which Karl Marx terms like primitive communism to ancient to feudal to capitalist, and so it happens because of that materialistic conception.
Okay, if I apply historical materialism in understanding the courses of Indian freedom struggle,
Yes, sir.
how will I understand it?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat?
I repeat once more. If I apply historical materialism of Karl Marx in understanding Indian freedom struggle,
Yes, sir.
how are you going to understand Indian freedom struggle?
So historical materialism, so here it can be applied that how our freedom struggle passed through different stages. Different class of people they fought here. Uh, for instance, the landlords were there, workers were there, and there was a conflict between them. There was one class of people who supported the Britishers because their interests lied with them. There was another class of working people who were resented with the Britishers, the farmers who came under Jamindari system. So they felt exploited. So they wanted to revolt against them. So in different stages, and we see that if this was the scenario in villages, and in the urban areas, in the industrial setup, we can see the industrial workers. They also carried out through labor unions and all. So it was progressing in that way. So there was conflict taking place.
Okay, my last question to you, Anjali,
Yes, sir.
that you are from JNU, one of the
Yes, sir.
prestigious institutions of India,
Yes, sir.
and of late we have seen that in JNU, some of the teachers over there, they raise some issues or slogans or whatever, which people say that anti-national, and a movie has also been made on this. How do you respond to this criticism?
So I think that in India, our constitution grants us freedom of speech and expression. So if any person is doing anything which is within the walls of constitution, so then that should be permitted. So I think if it is within our established constitutional ideals and principles and not harming the unity and integrity of the nation, then I think it is acceptable. But anything beyond this won't be acceptable for me.
Okay, do you think that Indian Constitution gives you a right to speak about or to say certain things which are against the nation?
Uh, so I think under Article 19, we do have freedom of speech and expression, but there are some reasonable restrictions that it should not harm the public morality, law and order, or our friendly relation with neighbor. So there are some reasonable restrictions.
Wait.
Okay, Anjali.
Yes, sir.
English honors.
Yes.
Okay. Can you name some of the Indian English writers?
Yes, sir. Um, Sarojini Naidu.
Okay.
And we have Kamala Das, Jayanta Mahapatra and Nizam Ezekiel. So they all are English writers.
Can you name the work of the Sarojini Naidu?
So sorry, sir, I am unable to. It has been a long time. I need to see that.
She was also a poet also. Sarojini
Yes,
Naidu.
sir.
Any poem written by Sarojini Naidu?
So I have read about it, but right now I am unable to recall.
A nickname is given to Sarojini Naidu.
So Nightingale of India.
Okay, Nightingale of India. Any work of R.K. Narayan?
R.K. Narayan, Malguri.
Malgudi. What about that? What is the context of this Malgudi?
So sorry, sir. I don't know, but it's based on some social issues thing only. I'm exactly not sure about.
Okay. Okay. You are from which district?
Samastipur.
Samastipur. Okay. Do you have any idea about the tourist spots in your district?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Some of the important tourist places in Bihar.
So we have at Bodh Gaya,
Okay.
so at Rajgir, and so due to Buddhism movement and also we do have there, and there are several places in Munger. We have that hot springs, and in Rajgir also we are driving that we are taking the benefit of hilly structure, so cables and all it is developing there.
Okay. And what is the women literacy rate in Bihar?
Sorry, sir.
Women literacy rate in Bihar.
So female literacy
Yeah, women literacy.
on Bihar. So it was so exactly I don't know, but it was around 51.5%.
Okay. And total literacy rate?
So around 62%. Exactly, it was 62%.
Anjali,
Yes, sir.
tell me the names of some of the Nobel laureates in English from India or Indian origin.
Rabindranath Tagore, who received Nobel Prize for Gitanjali.
Okay. And
So, so in English literature, so I'm unable to recall at this moment.
not able to recall.
Yes, sir.
Which year Rabindranath Tagore was given that prize?
So sorry, sir, exactly I don't know.
Okay. Who was the first Asian to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature?
So it was Rabindranath Tagore.
It was also Rabindranath Tagore.
Yes.
This year's Nobel Prize has gone of Literature has gone to.
So I am not able to recall his name, but he was from Tanzania. He was from Tanzania. Abul Razak or something. I'm unable to recall.
And what is the central topic of his writings?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm unaware about it. I will have to look into it, sir.
Okay, and your English literature, Do you think it is going to help you in your administration?
Yes, sir.
What?
Sir,
How?
literature is the mirror of the society.
Hmm.
So it is nothing different from what we see. Whatever things are happening around us, we see through literature. So, for instance, I want to give example of northeastern literature. It is about Assam, Manipur, Mizoram. So through that particular course, I came to know about the Northeast India. So whatever things are happening. So not only this, but in different spheres, different spheres. So we can get aware, we can get educated, and the social issues we can definitely solve it, and it will be helpful in our administration as well. We will become more empathetic, more oriented towards the people in a realistic way.
Okay. How many national parks are there in Bihar?
So one.
Only one.
Yes, sir.
Which is that?
So sorry, sir. I was knowing this, but national park. So just, I'm unable to recall this factual information. I was knowing it.
Okay. And all over India? How
Sorry,
many?
sir. So I don't know the exact number.
So,
Anjali,
Yes, sir.
your interview is over.
Yes, sir.
What is your experience?
So it was nice. I came to know about my weakness. I mean, there are so many areas that I need to look into, my literature and other things. And yes, sir.
You are a very good candidate.
Yes.
We are pretty sure that you are going to get through.
Thank you, sir.
Will get through. And the way you communicate, that is very good. Your fluency is very good.
Yes, sir.
You are also smiling. That is also very good of your personality.
Yes.
Keep reading lot many newspaper issues
Yes.
which will come across.
So actually, I am visually impaired.
No
So,
problem. But you can
yes,
listen to newspaper news
Yes.
and whatever is there.
Yes.
There are so many apps nowadays, through which you
Yes,
can
sir.
listen to all those things. So that's not a problem.
Yes, sir.
You have come such a long distance, and you are already an established. You have you're studying in JNU. That itself is a great achievement,
Yes, sir.
and we are sure that you are going to get through.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
Okay,
Yes,
definitely. I think sometimes it seems like you are in a hurry to answer the question.
Yes, sir.
So listen it properly,
Yes,
take
sir.
a pause and then answer it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is okay. Okay, best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
You are-